question, right? This bothers me so much. Like, I know you've probably watched game shows or whatever. Um, I feel like I've seen it on like Fear Factor. We've been watching like Secret Millionaire and stuff. Whatever. I don't know. Like a bunch of like game shows. I feel like I see it on game shows mostly, right? And it's like towards like the end of the show when the amount of people that are getting close to winning the show, winning the game or whatever is getting low, right? So there's going to be like at least like there'll be like three or there'll be like two people left, right? Why the fuck do people always say, right? They'll get to the end and then there'll be like two or three people left and then they'll say, and then there were two, and then there were three. Bitch, we know that there's two. We know that there's three. We can literally see it. We can count. We know that there's two people left. We know that there's three. Is that from like something where people are like, what? Like, what is that? Like, and then there were two. Like, is that from something specific? Because I feel like I always hear people saying that, like in shows, but I don't know what the fuck it's from. And it like annoys me. And I don't understand. Like, I try to like look it up, but like, if you try to like Google that, I mean, I feel like I like Google doesn't understand what the fuck you're trying to say, so it doesn't really make any sense to it. Also, do I look too shiny? I don't want to show where I work. I I don't know. I have put sunscreen on. But I just don't understand that. Like, and then there were two. If I could just watch a show and not have them say that, like let them just get down to the last two and be like, we're down to the last two, guys. How are you feeling? Right? Let's just talk about that. Uh, whoa, last two. It's getting kind of wild. Like, ooh, last three, I don't know. Who's gonna win? Like something else like if I have to hear somebody else say, and then there were three, and then there were two. Bitch, shut the fuck up. I already know. Like, can somebody help me with that? Is that from a thing? Help me, because I need to know.
So, not have you, I guess. Okay, let me start this over with. You've been driving behind a bus, right? We've all been driving behind a bus. And I feel like a majority of the times you just know, especially like if the windows are like tinted on the bus and there's like kids inside of it, that if you're driving behind it, all of those kids in that bus are just giving you the finger, calling you a bitch, like just talking like mad shit about you, right? For like no reason. Just because that's what kids on buses just have to do. Like, do you remember being on a bus when you were younger? I feel like everybody that was in the back was like a piece of shit and they were just like always just like talking shit to people that were just behind the bus for no reason because it had nothing to do, like because they had like mental health issues or something. um yeah, I feel like I think about that every time I'm like behind a bus where it's just like those kids in there are just like talking shit about me, eating flaming hots. Maybe it's just like the ones that are in like the shit neighborhoods. Like if it's like a ghetto neighborhood or something, they're just talking shit about you. No, no, random thought. That's it. Check out this little bum hideout little setup that I got in the in the truck for can I switch? Can I not switch the hello, hello, hello? Oh, I guess I can't. I guess I can't switch the camera around. But yeah, I got this little bum setup going because like when I come out here on lunch, uh I get so annoyed at the fact that the fucking sun is just blaring in through that side. Also, I don't have any tint on the front windows in the truck. It's a lot. I just want to relax in here, and I got basically like 20 minutes for a lunch break. And I just want to relax, you know. I just need some time to chill the fuck out. So this is what I came up with just now. Hang up a little blankie. Gonna do that. Also, let me rip on Benjamin before I go in because um it helps. Let's be real. I've been trying to manage my stress lately, and I feel like me doing just a couple little rips before I do work has been really helping me not want to absolutely um kill myself, you know, like makes me not want to hang myself in the bathroom with my shoestring or like drive into oncoming traffic on the way to work, like just like hop over onto the other side of the road and like drive into a semi. It's been helping me a little bit. It's been helping me get back on my little healthy eating thing, helping me just like, you know, manage my stress a little bit, which I needed oh my god, needed to get back onto because I was fucking stressed out. Still depressed, still working on it, but yeah. So Papa blessed this blanket in the car. And yeah, I just wanted to show you guys my little bum hideout that I have for my 10-second lunch break. Yeah. Hi. So I'm in the middle of editing right now, and I'm putting together a couple like little clips, and I was thinking about it, and random, right? Why is it that when people take pills, I know you've seen it, they take a pill, they put it in their mouth, then they drink water, and then they throw their head back. They throw their head back so that they can like swallow the pill. But when they when they're eating food but when they're eating food, they don't fucking throw their head back so that they can swallow a piece of burger. You're not throwing your head back so that you can swallow a piece of pizza. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, I feel like it's just like a mental thing where they're just like overreacting about it. Like, just fucking swallow the pill. I feel like pieces of food that you swallow are bigger than pills that you swallow. Just swallow the goddamn pill. That should be irritating me. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you one of those people that swallows pills like that? Do you throw your head back? Um, if you do, why do you do that? Sometimes I will admit, sometimes when I go to take pills, um, there's certain pills that I have that like don't have like one of like those coatings around them, and like they so like they're just like the code like they're just like they'll get stuck in your throat kind of thing. So like when I go to like take them, uh they'll start immediately dissolving when like they touch like your tongue or like the roof of your mouth or something. And those ones like ugh, like they just taste gross. So like sometimes when I put those in my mouth, when I go to like swallow them, they will like my body will have like a weird reaction and I'll be like, I don't know how to swallow this pill. Um but I don't need to like throw my head back to swallow it. Yeah. What does interest me though? Uh So you know how they make that stuff where it's like that thickening stuff that you put inside of like water? Cuz some people have like a hard time like swallowing water. And so like water, liquids, like juices, things like that, like older people, sometimes people are like on certain medications that like make it hard for them to like swallow stuff, so they have to like put like that jelly kind of stuff inside of things to like make it like thick. I wonder how that goes. Like if if all of your stuff has to be like thick, you gotta drink thick water because you can't drink regular water. That would be nuts. I don't know. But yeah, that pill shit just kind of bothers me. But anyway, that was it. So I'll tell you a random story. Um, because I don't think I had talked to you about this. I know that I was gone for a long time and from February to May. Um, so in between there, Easter had come up. We had Aaron's family over and everything. And I'm still in my little I'm depressed kind of moment and uh things are happening, this and that. Aaron was like, I want to cook dinner. I don't want to do like anything like too crazy. Something kind of simple. So I was like, why don't you just do like a masticholi kind of deal? Um, you know, have your parents bring over like some dessert and then, we'll just like have some drinks, right? Something kind of simple and then we could just hang out. And he was like, "Yeah, that sounds good." Not this man ended up like deciding that he wants to fucking make the sauce for the masticholi, and then he's like, "I wanna do this and do that." And he wants to chop up like fucking onions and garlic and do all this crazy stuff for it. And he's adding this and adding that, and he makes it into like this big thing that it doesn't even need to be in, right? So he does all this crazy stuff. And I was like, first of all, I'm not doing shit. Okay. I'm not doing anything. I think that the day before, I think what I did was I cleaned the house and then I was like, I'm not doing anything. So what I did on that day was I got ready. I got ready in the morning and then after that it was like I started drinking. I started drinking like so early. And I drank whatever I had left of a bottle of vodka with some cranberry juice. And then I had forgotten that I drank that. So I had like about like this much vodka out of a bottle. Um and then like throughout the rest of the day into the night, I had drank an entire bottle of vodka. And then his brother and his girlfriend, I gave them one drink and they were like, "Oh my god, it's so strong." And then she was like, "Yeah, it's so strong." And then his brother was like, "I have to drive home." So like he didn't finish his drink and she finished his. And then I was like, "What do you mean it's so strong?" Like I was like, "I didn't even put any vodka in it." Like I was like, "I didn't give you anything." They were just complaining, whatever. And I was talking, I'm look, I wasn't talking when everybody came over for Aaron's birthday. You guys are getting to talking now. Okay, you're welcome. Uh and so I was living my life. I was having a good time because I was drunk. I called up my friend. I don't even remember calling her really, but yes, I did. I fell off of a weight bench in the garage. I was smoking cigarettes. I was on the floor. I fell on the floor hard as fuck. Let's be honest. Uh, I don't even know. It just happened. Also, where the fuck are these teddy hairs coming from? Jesus Christ. But anyway, that night comes around and I go inside and I'm in the bathroom. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, oh, fuck. I gotta use the bathroom. And it's one of those classic, oh, Victoria has to use the bathroom. She has to poop moments, right? One of those, she has to poop. Oh, but you might have to throw up moments, right? So I grab the garbage can. I'm sitting on the toilet. I grab the garbage can. I put it in front of me, and I'm just like, okay. And I throw up, miss the entire garbage can. I missed the entire garbage can and it goes all over the floor. And I'm just like, oh, fuck. And it's all of the fucking pasta I had from earlier. So now I want to die, right? Because I'm tasting it. and then it keeps coming. And it keeps coming up. And then throwing up pasta sauce is just the fucking worst because it's like acidic pasta sauce and it's fucking gross. So that shit was just ass on top of it, and then I threw up all over the floor, and then I was like, ugh. So I tried to clean that up a little bit, didn't work, and then I just like laid there. I laid there with my head like on like the counter on the counter for like the the sink for the bathroom, and I'm just like, and I'm like in there, and I'm like, I'm about to cry. I'm about to cry. Like this shit sucks ass. And I'm like, I don't even have to poop. Like a classic, you're throwing up, but you felt like you had to poop moment for Victoria, where like my whole life, every time I feel like I have to throw up, my body's like, hey, I think you have to poop first, but you don't have to poop. You just have to throw up. Okay, but now you get your pants down and you're throwing up, so now you're embarrassed. And then I think I called Aaron. I was like, I threw up. Can you help me clean it up? And then he just fucking threw the garbage can in the sink. So there's vomit all in the sink in the bathroom. He didn't clean the garbage can. He didn't rinse it off. He just threw it in there. So then the next day I had to fucking clean the garbage can off. I had to rinse it off. Had to wash everything. And then I had to go the next day to go drop off some toys. Cuz I had gotten some like toys that I wanted to go drop off to some kids that I like babysit. So I had told them like, "Hey, in the morning, can I come drop off these toys?" So I had to go drop those off in the morning, and I was all fucking hungover, and I felt like shit. And then like, of course, like it wasn't like I could just like drop the toys off and like leave. Like, of course, the kids want to like talk to me, the family wants to talk to me, and I'm just fucking there. I'm dying, like I feel like shit, and I gotta like pretend like I'm not gonna throw up, and I'm like, I had downed like a bunch of fucking Gatorade before I got there, and I'm trying to like not throw up and shit myself at the same time. Um, and then I got home and I threw up again. And then I just couldn't eat that pasta anymore, and it sucked. Um, but I had a great Easter, and let me tell you, I will be back drinking more vodka and cranberries because those are banging. Um, and it's all right. And look, I had a blast. Okay, yeah, I threw up, and yet the vomit didn't come out of my nose the first time I threw up, but the next day it came out of my nose, and it fucked me up. um, and then yeah, I was smelling it the whole rest of the day and a half. So that was awesome. That was really awesome for me. Uh it just had to do it. I was like, I'm so glad it didn't come out of my nose, and then it ended up doing it anyway. So it blessed me. But yeah. So maybe I should eat something first next time before I drink. But yeah, I just want to share that story with you.
I threw up everywhere the day after Easter.